Hi, so those dolls I was just showing, they're called dream dolls. They're creatures that I stitched together. They come with different stories. These ones in particular happen to be, one is supposed to be of my daughter, Angelina Rachel, many names, etc. The other one is me, the more colorful one you just seen, the more vibrant looking one. And again, here's the one that's of my daughter when she's like a newborn, when her soul was made. They are both lion, bunny, unicorns. This one has angel wings on it, or like bird wings, like a creature, and a lion tail. And it's like it has like a clown looking face. And buttons for the nose and the heart as a symbol of what fashion, art, and etc. like what you're born into. The eyes are diamonds. And the mouth is just little rhinestones. They look kind of silenced. They're like victims that they may not get to say much with their words at this time, but if you look at them, they do say a lot. And I will read the story for this one that I have attached to it. I stitched together the story too out of fabric and rhinestones. It says, "There's no expiration date on a dream. Rachella Loca is a talented glitzy creature that believes in miracles and anything is possible. She uses her sparkling diamond imagination to get through anything. She got a passion for fashion, a heart for art. She loves and leaves a trail of glitter and glitz wherever she goes. She is an inspirational dreamer. She is an empowering, motivational, positive thing. With her priceless character and button heart, the possibilities are endless. Forever dreaming." And then on the next page, I made a very Valentine. My daughter's birthday is February 9th of 2006. So Valentine's is a holidays near her birthday, obviously. And then I put glitzy dolly. And I stitched my signature on the back of it. So that's that doll's story. Pretty much what I just described, my daughter doll, is what I have helped raise her into. And everyone, when their soul is made, that's pretty much just part of what's expected. Moving along to the other one. So this really describes a lot of my fashion, although the other doll probably reminded some of me also, or maybe yourself, or someone else. Anyways, this one's very colorful, like my personality and some of my fashion. Some of it is very basic and classical, like that one, traditional, theatrical. This one's a little more dope-tastical. And I put 3 different colors of unicorn hair on this one, with a leopard lion tail. And I'm known to wear long socks a lot. Some people are like, oh, there's the girl or the woman with the socks. So this one I stitched them on as her legs, almost like tattoos. They're like little hearts. And I dress like this sometimes when it's super hot. Like literally anyone who knows me had seen that I occasionally dress this way. And I put the belly ring, a little rhinestone. Okay, so it looks like me. See? Especially today. My sleeves kind of match the doll. Anyways, I'll read the story out of this one that I also stitched onto the tag. It's a fabric tag. This one has some paper in it because I didn't have enough fabric, but it's still there. I know when you use paper sometimes it gets ripped or whatever. This one is very crinkly. Here it is. It says, don't let the struggle ruin your hustle. Rockalita Loca knows what it's like to be penniless, but she stays priceless. Her life is like a tragic comedy with occasional drama. She is a fashionista with talent, dreams, and goals. She affiliates with lovers and don't like haters. She's like the Energizer Bunny. She just keeps going. Don't hate, appreciate. Okay, so that totally describes some of my life and who I am, my character. This doll. And then I put the tag again, Glitzy Dolly. I've made these dolls also custom for others that I got to know some of their personalities. On my webpage, Facebook, and more in person, you will see that I had made and designed personally for the whoever I gave them to. My supposed biological birth Aunt Ruth, I made her a gothic princess version of Judy Garland that as the Dorothy character of Wizard of Oz. She did play in that theatrical play back in I think the late 80s. I don't know if she's aware that I went. I think whoever took me didn't have seats and we're in the back where the little doors open. So I did see part of it. I have flashbacks, but I remember it looked just like the movie, which I've also seen several times. I even own it, The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That's another story, even though it's the same one almost. Anyways, I sent her one of those dolls, and then for her supposed, what she calls her husband, I made him a Joseph in the Coat of Many Colors one with a tea hat as a joke. Not really particularly him, but in a way, maybe. Of how some English criminals, or, they have drugged the tea, or others just drink it and are aware they need to specialize in tea, or, it's part of his roots. As of mine, everybody else's tea kind of addresses everybody. Japanese, they got the matcha tea, like they specialize in it. Middle Easterns, there's like different black teas or whatever. And I know there's different kinds is what I'm talking about too. Different roots kind of specialize in certain kinds. Aside from that, I did the biblical character with it. I didn't really get to know him that well, other than he's known to act his life away and be nobody. That is just maybe like I said, I don't know 24/7 what's going on. And I have flashbacks of all kinds of people, and some of them claim their innocence. So I just gave him the doll in high hopes. It's a biblical reminder, and the tea as his roots and more, and whatever else, fashion art, etc. But I know the other doll really describes my supposed Aunt Ruth. She's very well known for her porcelain doll, gothic princess, theatrical style. It's very signature. It's her. And aside from that, so I know she probably loved the doll. I even made the shoes, like everything just looks like her. If you've seen it, you'd be like, oh, it looks like Ruth. As for Scott Walker, I don't know if others might think the doll looks like him. I do think it looks like him because he is still seeking biblical education. And that is a character out of the Bible who happens to be innocent and has gone through some things also. Anyways, that's a character I relate to personally, the Joseph in the Coat of Many Colors. And I made a doll for my little sister, cousin, Rochelle Yvonne Cavand. She's supposedly that. I made her a princess one, and it looks kind of like an Irish princess as she ignores her Middle Eastern roots, which are her highest, like mine, as far as I know. And I put a gold heart and gold, and the doll's gold. It's made out of an Egyptian dress that I used to wear sometimes. I turned it into the doll, and I made it super creature-like, and you'll notice if you see on my webpage, the ears on that one, the bunny ears, are more creature, like Eblis, because she'll know the joke. Even though the doll's very pretty, like her outsides, shall I say, she is an Eblis worshipping psychopath, and Eblis is another character other than Lucifer and some others creations that some humans join cults and they worship them. And, you can tell when you get to know them, and that really just describes what happened to her. I encourage her to look like a princess, as of many others do, before she gets worse in her path, and then to go from there. So that's another story too. Anyways, I made several of those dolls. I made my supposed grandma a Snow White one with a Dopey inspired theme, because supposedly she claims she loves Snow White like I do, and the Seven Dwarfs, and so does my daughter and many others. I don't know if she's lying or only acting, or if that's who she really is. So I made her the dolls. I love the dolls. I assume she'd like them too, if that's really her style. And I've made several others. I made a teacher of mine who, I don't know what happened to her. She's a peasant or a criminal, or she disappeared, or she's abducted or missing. I really don't know what happened to her. She was going by the name of Lauren Becker. I call her LB. She taught some really good classes at Orange Coast College in Costa Mesa. Oh, speaking of, before I get on to her, Shane Guile, Shane Nelson, many names. I made these dream dolls in his freestyle class, where we address different levels of fashion. We've designed for animals, toys, haunted houses, like landscaping and more. Like samples is pretty much just to throw a quick idea out there, and it's almost like anything goes. So you really get the freedom to kind of be yourself. So I recommend this class, but I don't understand why no one's rescuing my daughter or getting a hold of presidential or higher authorities or being that. My daughter's abducted. So aside from the classes being that, if these people really are peasants, just remove them and I'll remember all the good things. I don't know. Lauren Becker gave me the doll back that I had gave her, and she got really weird every now and then, so I don't know. I wrote a letter to Donald John Trump and the Gods and Goddesses and Barbie Company, and she just tripped out on my letter, like questioning why am I reaching out to them. I let her know I'm entitled to my resources. If you don't give them to me, this letter is going to them. She drew all over my letter and told me to rewrite it. It is illegal what these people are doing. So maybe, I don't know, she's a criminal, or someone forced her to do that, or what's really going on. Originally, she kept the doll I gave her, and then she gave it back. So I really, it's really strange. No communication. I don't understand. There's a lot of fake representatives at schools and presidential positions and churches, at stores, and all over the place. So I really don't know with some people's level of acting, but I do try to remember the good things because they're tools. They can be for education, biblically, and more. Anyways, I'm just talking about some of what I do, and these are just two of the dolls that I've made. I have several more, and I've made dresses, and like I said, they're really like samples, even if they're well put together. But if I were to have them multiplied and made more, they'd probably be made a little bit better. Not that there's anything wrong with them as is, but some maybe a little here and there on some of the things that I've made already, or that I've designed. I don't have access to all the materials that I need to do anything more about it. Some say I'm lazy, but I'm really just trying to get the ideas out there. I'm not lazy. I even put what I do versus them. Like, come on. And who I am versus who they are. This is not a competition. You're you, I'm me. But whatevs. Until next time.